Hey y'all, Melville here with your reading for the month of July for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I did pull cards initially to get a good read on things for the sake of time. So to start off with, I do feel like there is going to be some kind of push and pull, different energies, responsibilities, obligations, situations wanting your full attention, and kind of being led by whatever is the loudest or the most dramatic. And there's definitely a need to change that. I feel like you have created this, and your need to please and assist others has your hands in too many pots, and there needs to be a change there. You need more space for yourself. You need some more energy for yourself. And sometimes you can have all these things going on and still have time for yourself. But in the month of July, it's important to step back from a couple of responsibilities or commitments that you've made to free up a little more space for yourself. Because the energy that wants to come in is the Hermit card. And that to me is saying that there is definitely a need for inner reflection, a need to be by yourself and quiet the thoughts and opinions of other people so that you can get clear on what you want. I feel like July is a really good time for you to reflect. I do feel like there's going to be some loss, but I kind of feel like the way that this message keeps popping up, that maybe this might be a loss that we witness collectively. But also in your personal life, there is the opportunity for rebirth. There is a opportunity for things that you may have already lost to be replaced with something new. So because this is in the situation, it kind of tells me that it's not about something happening in the future for you, but more so this is the energy of right now, new beginnings, springing forth from endings. Now, interesting, the challenge is the moon. What's interesting right now to me is that you've got 3 major arcana cards. And when you have major arcana cards that show up in clusters like this, it says to me that this is a very, very pivotal moment in your life. Okay, so the moon is a dual kind of meaning kind of card, because there is the power of the moon and manifestation, your intuition, and being controlled by the moon phases. When the moon is waning, we want to reflect and pull back introspectively. When it's waxing, that's a time to start building upon our manifestations. When it's full, that's when things come to culmination. But also there is illusion. Okay, there's also illusion. Things get whimsical. Things get can be a little fantastical. So it's important to make sure you stay grounded when you are that you just don't get too carried away, and keeping your intuition clear and not mistaking your dreams for your intuition. So there could be daydreaming, things that you want to be true, that you want to come true, and then there's your intuition telling you what is. Okay, so needing to get clear there. And that makes sense that the Hermit energy is what wants to come forth to help you quiet your mind and get very clear on what your intuition sounds like, because that's what's going to support and assist you. And in ways of love, but not just love, but also situations that you would really love to see come true. Sometimes that is a message that that's going to happen, but then keep in mind the little piggy up in the left-hand corner, when pigs fly, right? So your intuition will tell you if something sounds or seems too good to be true. It might be. In boundary setting. So the near future, and this card is talking about setting very reasonable, practical boundaries so that you do have more control over your own time and your own energy, making sure that you have space to take care of yourself, and understanding that that is a very important part of your life. Self-care. There needs to be space for that. There needs to be space for that so that you can continue to be giving and loving. You need to make sure that you are refilling that tank on a regular basis. Now, July is a very active month. There is a holiday at the very beginning of it. And so sometimes it's hard to make that space and carve out that time. But I strongly encourage, even if it's 15 minutes of meditation on a daily basis, that you do make space and time for that, because it will benefit you. It will definitely help you out this July for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right. This is the Sacred Traveler deck, Denise Lynn. I got the Sacred Forest deck from her as well that we're going to pull from. And I do want to point out the word sacred. This one. Yeah. Nope, I knew there was another one. It's this one. I want to pull out the word I want to point out the word sacred. Because I was definitely attracted to both decks for that reason. And I feel like it is, for July, the question is, what is sacred? What is sacred to me? What can I not let go of? What do I need to honor? What do I need to carve out more space for? And we'll start off with this card, grounding. So go deep, explore your roots. So that is, that card is deep, like it's deep, like roots, right? It can be talking about your past lives. It can be talking about your ancestry. It can be talking about physically getting grounded in your body, spending time in nature so that you can get grounded. Yeah, so explore your roots, go deep. That is total hermit energy. That is total hermit energy. So also I pulled Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. So I definitely see water energy here for my water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and water being a very powerful, sacred part of your personality as well as your access to healing. So maybe swimming or spending time around water has a healing component to you. And that is how you get healing from nature. Again, I want to point out the moon that we just spoke about and the water element of that. And then what was interesting to me is purification activates Almost read it. Purification activates vibrant life force, cleansing waters. So I thought it was interesting for these two guys to come up together like that. Healing energy flows through you. And when I saw both cards together and I heard the word flows, it made sense to me for it to be water. And this is a goddess symbol above her head. And it is a crescent moon, so that is that moon energy. So I would say capitalize on the moon phases for healing, as well as the energy of the moon and the goddess in general. And yes, one card. We're going to pull one card from here. This is the Sacred Forest. I don't often pull the Mystic Healer card. I actually don't know if I've ever pulled that card. I also want to point out the wisdom of the owl. You may want to look up owl as a totem. So if you look up high at the left branch, there's an owl there with her. And so that really points out to me sacred wisdom. Okay. So I think this is a really introspective time for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for the month of July. And that does stand out to me. So really getting clear on what you want to lend your energy to, and that which you do not want to lend your energy to anymore. All right, here we go. There, that's the one. This came up just this last one. Rainbow waterfall, miracles. Okay, so you guys, I think that this card is telling me that you will be rewarded if you surrender to change, if you answer the call of letting go of some things. You will be rewarded because the energy will that removing will allow space for new to come in, for powerful, beautiful solutions to show themselves and fill your life. So I think it's super important for you to reflect this month of July on what you need to let go of, what no longer serves you, whether it was something that did serve you in the past. Just because you have to let it go of it doesn't mean it was something bad to begin with. Just means that its time has passed. And it also means, it doesn't mean that that won't circle back around and become relevant again. For now, right now, focusing on the now, this is where we are most powerful. What serves me right now? What benefits me right now? What do I need to focus on right now? Really make sure that you drink a lot of water. It's going to be hot out there. Make sure that you are staying hydrated and that you are taking good care of yourself. This also talks about taking salt baths to cleanse your aura and also remove toxins from your body through your pores, and soothing sore muscles. So some of us are more active than others. The summer is often a very active time of the year for people, active in the way of socializing and interacting, but also in physicality, and moving around in the summer heat is a little more tiring. And as water signs, you do want to make sure that you are keeping a good water intake and that you are remaining hydrated, that you are lotioning your body and trapping in that moisture in your skin. So all the things that you can think about in that way, okay? Now, I'm moving to the last portion of this reading, which is going to be, we're going to pull one card from the Divine Masters deck. We're going to find out what Divine Master wants to work with you. If that is not something you're interested in, I totally understand, and I appreciate your time. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who want to hang out and get this last message, this deck is from Kyle Gray, and it is called the Divine Masters Oracle deck. Okay, and we're just going to ask what Divine Master wants to work with my water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right. I can feel it. It's coming, you guys. It's... No, it's this one. All right. Yes, it's this one. Ooh, I like that. How colorful and beautiful and wonderful is that? Okay, Lakshmi and Ganesh. I love that this deck has both of them together. Prosperity vibration. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. Excuse me, itchy. Death and rebirth, you guys. Letting go of things allows for rebirth, regeneration, cycles. They say our bodies regenerate every 7 years. Maybe that's our cells, but for some reason that comes to mind that there are cycles in our bodies, our physical bodies. And I'm going to read from the guidebook. And so let me just grab that real quick. We're making very good time. So I'm going to read the whole thing. So you're lucky because not everybody gets me to read the whole thing for time. But since we have time, we're going to go ahead and read the whole thing. Okay? So I'm going to keep this here while I read. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of all forms of prosperity. This includes fertility, fortune, and well-being. I'd like to highlight, you guys, well-being. I think that is very important to keep in mind that prosperity is not always about money. Okay, she is part of the Tridevi, the Trinity of goddesses in the Hindu pantheon. She's associated with Diwali, the Indian festival of light, and is often invoked for guidance on wealth and prosperity. Ganesh is the Hindu elephant-headed god, the son of Lord Shiva and the goddess Parvati. Also known as Ganapati, he is acknowledged to be the remover of illusions. Keep in mind, you guys, illusions, the moon that we had mentioned. And is much loved by taxi drivers in India because he can help them weave in and out of crazy traffic of the city. It is said that Lakshmi adopted Ganesh as her son and declared that all her health, wealth, and accomplishments would also be his. Together, these incredible beings work as a force of light and goodness and will come to those who need support with busting through challenges that stop them from experiencing their infinite worth. Your message is health, happiness, joy, success, good company, and opportunities surround you now. If you're working on a particular project at this time, know that this card brings confirmation that you are indeed on the right path and will soon enjoy the fruits of your labor. Spend extra time and energy on gratitude, for when you do, you magnetize more and more reasons to be grateful. If you feel you've been up against challenges or blockages, Lakshmi and Ganesh are encouraging you to keep going. Don't give up. The barricade you are pushing through is actually an opportunity to decide how committed and focused you are on bringing your vision into reality. What you believe, you will achieve. All right, you guys, I thank you for taking the time today and taking this time for yourself today, because this isn't about me. This is about you. This is your moment. This is your sacred moment to allow this information to come to you and vibe with your intuition, and whatever is helpful for you, you take, and what does not resonate, you let go. But this moment that you took in listening to this video is a way to honor yourself. All right, take care. I hope that July goes great for you. Bye.